Why do we exist? What is our purpose? What all tomorrow's species would make the best roommate? As you can tell, we only answer serious questions on this channel. So consider subscribing, or else the queue will go after you. You don't want that now. But with all that said, let's start the most important tier list you will ever see in your entire life. We start off the list with the bug facers. They would prefer to spend a lot of time on their own, which could be either a good thing or a bad thing. I'd say solid B tier. Next we have the Astermors. Unless you want to be reminded how insignificant you are every single day and you want your room to smell like farts. F tier. For me, the asymmetric people provide nothing, but they don't take anything either, so I'll just put them in C tier. The author doesn't seem too intrusive and probably has a lot of stories to share, so I'll put him in the A tier. The blind folk wouldn't be too special, but maybe if there's a power outage they can help you find stuff like keys, torches, good B tier. The bone crushers would be a terrible pick because they just crap everywhere. Give the Astermors company an F tier. Now with the Zeteriacs, unless you want 100 of them doing you know what in your living room, F tier. The Colonials could be a bed, I guess? Oh, that's incredibly weird that I look back at it. I'll just put them in B tier. The Fingerfishers would fish a lot and get you some fish. I like fish, I think it's quite tasty. A tier. I can't see any positives with the Flyers, but they're not terrible, so I'll just put them in C tier. The Hand Flappers, also known as the Sacs, would actually be pretty terrible, F tier. Unless you want to be genetically engineered in your sleep, the Gravitals would not be a good pick, F tier. The Hedonists would eat all of your food, F tier. The Insectophagi would eat all of the insects around your house, which would be quite creepy at nighttime, but C tier. The Killer Folk would go out hunting for you, get you some free steaks, pretty chill people as well in the All Tomorrow's universe, S tier. With the Lizard Herders, you have to remember that you're gonna have around 1,000 lizards in your home, which could be either a positive or a negative. For me it's a negative, so C tier. I would have put the Lopsiders F tier, but they are space efficient, so I'm gonna put them in C tier. Mantelopes, again, was gonna put them in F tier, but they could sing, and singing is nice, so C tier. The Martians are practically human, nothing too special, so I'll just put them in A tier. Modular people is like having 10 people in one compact humanoid form. Good for helping out. Could be creepy, but I'm just gonna put them in S tier. I think they deserve it. The new machines are having like giant lamps that can help around in the house. I'll just put them in A tier. I think it's a good fit there. The Amphisophalia are pretty good, but they're not that space efficient, so I'll just put them in C tier. The Parasites are pretty bad, so I'll put them in F tier. Although they are even more space efficient than Lopsiders, and you could train them not to suck on you, so B tier. The Predators would probably eat you in your sleep, F tier. The Prey wouldn't be too bad, I'll put them in B tier. The Pterosapiens are intelligent, like fish, I like fish as well, and they won't live too long, so they won't be too clingy as well. Perfect S tier pick. Now the Q, unless you want to be genetically modified as well, I'm sorry Q, but this time you're gonna have to go to F tier. Please don't turn me into a gaming chair. I imagine that living with the Ruin Haunters would be like living with a slightly more annoying Squidward. B tier. The Sail People are like the Pterosapiens, just not as good. A tier. And the Saurosapiens, it's basically living with a humanoid lizard. Great conversation starter. What's not to like, S tier. And now we have a perfect staircase. Snake people kinda suck, F tier. Joking, of course they're S tier. Spaces are like the Astermors, just with that ugly haircut. Living with the Star People would be like living with a more reclined version of Tyler 1. A tier. I'm sorry, that's the third and last time we make a Star People Tyler 1 reference. Striders would probably smash your head in the ceiling constantly. Unless you want terrifying living furniture in your room, then the subjects will be in F tier. The Swimmers are pretty cool, but as stated before, I find fish quite tasty, so that would be a bit awkward. Symbiotes are just like normal people, not too much special, I'll put them on B tier. The Templars will be bad, but maybe there's a chance that they'll get their Sims to actually help out in the house, cleaning and stuff, so I'll put them in C tier for that slight chance. The terrestrials could be interesting, I'll put them in B tier. Titans wouldn't really be able to live in the accommodation, F tier. The tool breeders are like the swimmers, but better. But as I said earlier, I quite like the taste of fish, so that's gonna be awkward. The worms are worms. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Here's my final tier list, and I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.